The work that I do is using music, sound, rhythm as a pathway to inspire people to honor themselves and hopefully inspire them to be in the world all that they imagine that they can be. It's a component of joy and a component of healing.
That's a tall order for music. And I would guess by talking to you that not all music accomplishes that. So what's special about your music and your use of music?
I think that music, for the most part, accomplishes that. People just don't realize it. They define it in different ways. I would say that my role, or at least the role that I've been given by those who I've been honored to study with, is to be what we call a gatekeeper for the breath song. Now that sounds like a really broad and kind of abstract thing, but from the moment that we begin this journey of life, from the moment that we enter this world, we sing our first song. And most people imagine that that first song is, the sound of a baby crying. Most people think it's but before a baby makes that sound, the child comes through the birth canal, comes into the world, and so the first sound or the first song that we sing is the song of the breath. And as we get older and as we grow and progress, to that breath song is added conversation. The more we learn to communicate with our voices, it becomes deeper conversation. It connects to our thought, and it becomes our way of communicating in the world. Some of us sing, we become singers. Some of us become great orators. Some become poets. But that song of the breath is a consistent song. Some of us forget about the song of the breath, and we begin to put on the edge of our breath anger, or we talk badly about other people, or we talk badly about ourselves. So to be a gatekeeper of the breath song is to remind people to be aware of how we speak, to understand that the one thing that we share, just imagine if there was an ocean, a great ocean, and one single raindrop falls into that ocean and becomes a part of that greater ocean. When that child comes through that birth canal and comes into the world and receives that first breath from creation, they also become a part of the ocean of our being. And it's really interesting, we have conversations about spirituality and spirit. Did you know that the word spirit comes from the Latin word spiritus, which means breath? So in essence, my job is to help people be in touch with their breath, to be in touch with their life's journey, to hear and feel what they say about themselves, to be aware of and steward what they say to others, and to acknowledge and always remember that we're a part of this great source of breath, which is life itself.
Our world is extremely complex. How do you apply this work in the world?
By hopefully helping people to recognize how important it is to slow down. If a child is excited and if they're trying to communicate something to you and first thing you do is say, take it easy, slow down, just take a breath. So that's one of the first things that I talk to people about, is the ability to be able to just slow down, to recognize that whether you're a corporate executive or whether you're a nurse in a busy hospital or whether you're a painter at the easel, that it's really important to remember that those essential things of breath, of breathing, and being aware of who we are and aware of the space around us is really the starting point. It's the point that we can always return to, and it's the point to really remember. So I do that first by talking to them about that and saying, when's the last time that you really were aware or you took a conscious breath? And then the next thing I do is give them the experience of feeling the breath through the melody of song, to take their words and give them a chance to really feel the vibration of breath and sound, and to understand that whether I'm having a conversation with you like that, or whether I'm singing or speaking aloud, that we are energetic beings. And to the degree that we're able to step back and slow down and listen to the vibration of how we're thinking, and to be aware of and in touch with how we breathe, and to really steward and be aware of how we speak to others, are three fundamental pieces of life.